Morning. A friend of mine has asked me to make a knife for her special someone, something simple and robust for outdoor activities, something that doesn't have to be worried about too much. I was shown a knife for inspiration, however, the original was very modern and tactical, and I happen to know the friend has a soft spot for the Wild West aesthetic, so this will be a cowboy looking knife. We begin with a thick sheet of stainless steel, N690 to be precise. In this case, I can shape most of the blade by grinding. However, we will still be forging several parts. As you can see, I am forging outside. The forge has a freshly new roof, but no chimney yet. On the other hand, it is good to revisit the basics. This is how your ancestors did it. Here we have a lightly cleaned up silhouette. As you can see, the end handle portion has barely been hammered. Next, we move on to punching pilot holes. These prevent our drill from skipping. Two holes are drilled for the handle pins, one small hole to secure the bolster, and one intended for a lanyard, which I ended up not using for aesthetic reasons. Next is the file work. A groove is made to demark the end of the edge and beginning of the handle portion. This helps with sharpening and overall use in the future. Thumb grooves are also added to prevent slipping. These are not sharp. If you ever see a knife on which these are, it is a mistake. The blade is heated once again, in this case, roughly 1050 Celsius. Temperature is checked with a laser thermometer and quenched in a special preheated oil. For a quick check for warping, the blade is left to cool, after which it is slowly heated again to remove the brittleness in a process known as tempering. This is done in an oven. Following the heat treatment, a basic profile is set on the grinder, but most of the sharpening and polishing is done by hand, using various stones and sandpaper. This process takes ages, but if done well, truly separates the unique knives from the mass production. Next, our handle, specifically a hardwood known as wenge and a brass bolster, are attached using pins and epoxy glue. These types of pins are quite popular. They are made by inserting multiple rods and tubes into a larger one, creating the given pattern. The rough shape is once again done on the grinder. The rest is finished off by hand. This process is very boring. Pieces of leather are cut and a simple groove is made along the edge. An inner portion is glued in to hold the blade in place. Holes and rivets are prepared on the sheath and strap. After the rivets are hammered shut, the rest is stitched. I can hear the professional leather workers cursing me already. Here you can see me gluing in a small piece of fabric. This is to prevent the handle from being scratched by the rivets. Also, the edges have been cured with a darkened beeswax. The sheath must be cleaned after to remove the excess wax. Finally, the blade is sharpened on multiple stones. Everything is oiled, and there we have it. A quick final inspection, and our knife is ready to head out to its new owner. By the way, have a happy birthday.